Look, to be honest, I ain't even mean for this video to come out this way, but Holy Spirit, have your way. And I'm just going to start off by saying, my name is Renee B., also known as Queen Summa. And in today's video, I'm going to be expounding on the next topic that I have derived after spending time with God, which is thank God for boundaries. So ultimately, I'm just going to be sharing insights on the benefits of boundaries and also expounding on whatever the Holy Spirit leads me to say for the people that are going to be led for the video on whatever day that they're going to be led to the video. And so you may hear my little baby in the background, but hey, it is Renee being family. So subscribe, like, and comment and share and all that good stuff. All right, let's get it. Now, I really do thank God for boundaries because I am someone who has benefited for having boundaries, and I've also been someone who suffered for not having boundaries. I feel like whenever it comes to doing things better for you and generating a life experience that doesn't cause dread and regret, the Lord wants us to start putting boundaries in place so that we can show ourselves that we love ourselves and also teach others how to love ourselves. We can put things in place like making sure that we don't accept certain things. And in this moment, you want to see me get something out my husband's truck because although we were kid free this day, he still had to work. And thank God for the liberality of certain things, you know. I do feel like prayer can change so many things because when it comes to employment, I feel like boundaries are important. And my baby is ripping this book that I found earlier that I want to get into and that I want to read. But anyway, you guys, so when it comes to employment, sometimes we can feel like, you know what, I just need a job, I'll take anything. But I feel like the Lord wants me to tell you that even in those spaces, you should have boundaries. You should have boundaries on what you'll accept. You should have boundaries on the people that you'll associate with, because work puts you in position to encounter people that you wouldn't choose to yourself. You didn't go through the hiring processes of those individuals that you were surrounded by in most employment situations. So you're subjected to random people that you didn't choose to be around. And you have to implement boundaries on what you tell them and what you show them and how much time that you spend around them. Boundaries with your children. You can't give them access to every part of yourself, every part of your life, every part of life in general. You have to protect their innocence. You have to censor their life because ultimately society, media is not going to do that. Society and media is honestly going to perpetuate images that pervert a thing and to cause addictions and to cause like certain impressions on the subconscious, so that when our children get older, they begin to gravitate to certain things. And so we want to be wise about what we allow our children to have access to. And this is something that we are warned about often, but we don't never understand why, because we're just getting the instructions on what we should and should not do, but they're not really telling us why, But I thank God that He answers a multitude of questions. He answers our questions. He answers our prayers. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm reminded how on this particular day, instead of taking the elevator on a certain trip, I decided to take the stairs. And I wasn't by myself, but it was something about going through every round of stairs that brought me to the way it feels when you're going through levels, right? And on each level, You have to have things in place to keep you focused. You have to have things in place to keep you in perspective. My baby just put the shades that y'all see in the video. She just grabbed them and put them on my face and was like, yes. Y'all heard her. So anytime you encounter something that causes you pain, it's an opportunity to put a boundary in place. Whenever you experience regret, disappointment, loss, grief, it's an opportunity for you to go to God for a strategy. And I feel like boundaries are